Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Ashok, and today in this video we are going to discuss a very hot and highly discussed topic that's creating or that is generating a lot of buzz: generative AI. A lot of people call it as Gen AI. So the current era or the current world is witnessing a huge surge or a boom in AI for word generation, basically opening up a lot of opportunities or numerous opportunities, right? Many startup companies in this field are receiving a substantial funding to develop innovative AI applications. So without wasting much time, let's dive into the world of generative AI. So guys, I have already discussed the difference between AI, ML, DL, computer vision, NLP, and the generative AI. So if you have not watched that particular video, I'll put that link in the description, and also I put that in the iCard or I button. You can watch that. So here you can see AI is a bigger umbrella. You already know that, right? And then there comes the machine learning, and you have inside that machine learning you have deep learning, right? So the generative AI is a part of deep learning. So we need to understand two terms. Basically, one is discriminative AI, other one is generative AI. So before understanding the difference between discriminative AI and generative AI, so first let's understand how this generative AI has evolved. So this generative AI, like any other field of artificial intelligence, right, so has evolved over several decades through the contributions of our researchers, engineers, and scientists around the world. The first point regarding this generative AI, you need to understand the early work in neural networks. Researchers explored these neural networks for generating new content or new data, such as images, text, music, videos, with the help of these autoencoders and the RNNs. RNNs, again, these are recurrent neural networks. The next point is the generative models. So in the year 1990s and early 2000s, right? So these researchers or scientists have introduced many generative models, right, such as RBM, restricted Boltzmann machines, generative stochastic networks, and deep belief networks. But these generative models were not so popular. So the third point is adversarial training. The breakthrough development of this generative adversarial network GANs, right, plays a significant milestone in generative AI. With the help of this GANs, we'll be able to generate a high quality images, videos, and texts. The fourth one is the variational autoencoders, also called as VAEs. Around the same time as GAN, scientists or researchers also proposed this very powerful framework which will be used for the generative modeling. Fifth point is advancements in deep learning and hardware. Advancements in deep learning algorithms, typically for the CNN, convolution neural networks, and the transformers, right? It gave a boom to again do the research in case of generative AI. Now, with the availability of this large data sets and the powerful GPUs, what you can do, you can train the large and the complex generative models. So guys, we saw the evolution of generative AI, and this field is evolving rapidly, and a lot of research and development is being done, and it's being going on in the field of this generative AI. Let's understand the difference between discriminative AI and the generative AI. The focus for this discriminative AI is basically on the classification and the prediction. And the focus for generative AI is on the content creation or generation. That is why the name generative, right? So it will generate or create a new content altogether. The goal for discriminative AI is learning from the existing data. Based on the existing data, it will try to do the classification and do the predictions or try to predict the future outcomes. The goal for generative AI is to learn the relationship or patterns in the data and entirely generate the new data or the new content. The training side, if you see, it will use something called as supervised learning, and training side in generative AI is typically unsupervised. And if you see some examples, one is spam filtering, image recognition, and recommendation systems. And few examples from the generative AI side, you have image generation, music generation, text generation. You can also generate code, right? So let's understand some challenges for generative AI. We know that this generative AI field is rapidly evolving or booming, right? So there are some challenges which needs to be addressed. So the first challenge is bias. So when you build generative AI models, there are chances that they get biased. Second is misuse. So you might have seen the issue with the deep fakes, right? So a lot of people will be using this generative AI to do the malicious practices. The next point is the safety. So as the generative AI models becomes more sophisticated, right, it is important to ensure that they are used very safely and ethically. So let's discuss some of the use cases of generative AI. First, you can use an image generation. Second, you use for text generation. Third, you can use for video generation. You can use it for music generation, code generation. You can use it for Q&A applications, question answer applications, text classification, sentiment analysis, content creation. You can use it for creating virtual assistants, creating ideas or dialogues. So you can use it for writing blog posts, writing any emails or scripts, or writing any articles. So guys, these are few of the use cases of generative AI. So this generative AI is divided into two things. One is LIM, large image models. The other one is the LLM, large language models. In our upcoming videos, we'll discuss about this large language models. What is the use of large language model? Why we have to learn large language models? And then the use cases of this LLMs, different applications of LLMs. How do you fine tune these large language models, right? So we'll dedicate a complete series for these large language models. Okay guys, that's it from my side for this particular video. So in this video, you have discussed about generative AI, what is generative AI, and evolution of generative AI. We discussed about the difference between a discriminative AI and the generative AI, and we saw a few examples of it. Then we discussed about the challenges of generative AI and different use cases of generative AI. So there is a task for you guys for today, right? So I want you guys to explore this variational autoencoders and provide this into the comment section. I'll go through it and I'll discuss that into the next video. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, then hit a thumbs up. Please subscribe this channel and share with your friends. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, keep learning and keep talking.